Good morning, everybody. Though, let's go watch the banner for the Phantom Thieves banner. Yeah, I have AC on because again it's really hot, and I'm gonna be doing something else different just right after doing this. So yeah, I probably won't see it until like the afternoon, but whatever. Anyway, let's get right into it. Oh, before I begin, okay, so I went on Twitter earlier this morning. I saw Distant Counter trending. I don't know why, but I have a feeling either someone here has Distant Counter or the next Tempest Trial Seal will have it. Which would be weird. So let's see what's going on. So what's going on here with the Phantom Thieves banner? Like, what's going on here? Okay, so we know all the units here. So I'm not gonna look at the art because the art is all generally all really good. Oh, did I? Oh, I was slightly higher than usual. Let me just there you go. Okay, red snap. Attack red snap. Wait, that wasn't a thing before. Okay. So. Okay, so the only character I care about here so far is Layla, because Layla's an alt. So I guess we'll see what she has. Defense red smoke. Huh, so new smoke skill.
Show me your valuables.
You can interpret that a certain way. Sure. Does everyone have Canto or something? What the heck? Does the infantry have Canto? Oh, you're Flyer 3.
But I would like to nab something from Akaya.
Swift Sparrow 2 in 2022? Jeez. Although you do have an 80 rank 3, which is actually really good, just for the D mode. Alright, Nina, what do you got? Look at those two. Is that what I'm gonna say? Chill defense res 3. Wow, a new chill skill. What the heck? What's with the night movement? Dual skill move with one extra space. So it's kind of like Palace, right? Wait, aren't you already a horse unit? What the heck? You move 4 spaces?
Destination.
Yeesh, that's a lot of movement. Effective 6 range, jeez. Oh, he carries lethal. Oh, he carries lethal. Okay, we'll like re-random like. Yeah, you saw that. Who's with that? Who's the free unit? I can't tell. I can't. I legitimately cannot tell. All right, I guess we're gonna see what the free unit is in a minute. All right, so no look at the arts this time because we've already seen them through the Fed channel. So let's go see what we're dealing with. So first off, Kath has the following skills. You get them. Okay, so Kath has the following skills. Blue feud. I'm surprised they didn't change it to it. They don't have a different feud other than blue and colorless. Let's see here. Attack speed push 4, which is the most common skill nowadays. Actually, put dual except Fire Heroes. Yeah, attack speed push 4 is not the most common skill in the game now. I don't think it's going to be in contest now. I think more than Swift Sparrow 2 back in the day. Swift Sparrow 2 is in this banner. AR Snag 3, sure. Drawback. I mean, okay, it's going to be a thing now. Anyway, let's see here. Anyway, Lofty Leaflet. Enables Canto... Wait. Enables Canto 3x3 after an attack to skill or structure distortion. A unit can move to a space within 3 rows and 3 columns centered on unit. So you can have effective like effective 5 Canto? Jeez. So once return, unit can't attack or assist at the movie skill that's granted in their action. Canto trigger after. Yeah. And it's treated as warm. Okay. So anyway, the actual effect. Speed 3. Start combat. If both HP is greater than half, grants all attack speed 6 during combat, sure. Deals damage of true damage with 50% unit speed, because of course it does. And also, if it has any bonuses, sure. Then grants bonus to units all inflict penalty on foes all during combat. You current most each of the full stats. So it's like the Snatch moving Pokemon, I think. No, it's more like a greater version of the Snatch. Because it affects all of them, and it's, effect depending on that, so I guess. Oh yeah, it treats independently, yeah, so it's just stronger than the Snatch move. Okay, what's with all these random blinking? Like, is that the shadows coming from the outside? So yeah, crazy movement skill, speed stuff, and yeah, pretty nuts. Pretty nuts. I'll give that banner that. I'm so kind of whatever on it, so we move on. Oh, it's not effective 5 movement. It's effective like 3 movement. However, it's within a box. Not. I was probably thinking about like 4x4. That's probably a 5. Anyway, I think. Anyway, Layla. I did mention the art is really good, so I don't need to say anymore. So anyway, she has a new dual smoke skill. So after combat inflicts defense res on 7 foe and falls within 2 spaces of a target. So it's kind of like just another dagger skill at this point. I mean, then again, she's originally a dagger unit, so I guess that makes sense. So anyway, on target falls within 2 spaces of target, do next actions. That also grants attack 60 unit. And allies with 2 spaces of unit for 1 turn. And grants Pathfinder for 1 turn? Wait, so you're telling me, so what happens with the smoke skill is, you do your combat, right? And then you do the dagger effect on, stuff around the enemy or what's left of the enemy. And then grants you and your allies nearby you attack. And now you become a source of Pathfinder. So that your allies can go through you and go more range. Yeah, that's about right. That's about right for Layla. I'm surprised that's on a smoke skill and not on a pref, because that actually kind of makes sense if you think about it for Layla. Because she's a spy. All right, so Sprout 3 is sure, Moonbow sure. I mean, everyone's gonna have Moonbow. Everyone's gonna have either Moonbow, Glimmer, or that's it, or whatever their preferred weapon, this designated thing is like lethality or Deadeye, etc. Or Ruptured Sky. There we go. Anyway, Soothing Scent. Wait, Canto ally too? After attack assist skill structure, you can move space adjacent to ally within 2 spaces. Oh, so it's not really Canto. It's similar stuff to Escape Route, give or take. I think it's Escape Route, I'm pretty sure. Something similar to that. Anyway. Start of combat. If unit's HP is greater than a quarter, Slit Sparrow. Ish. Slit Sparrow ish. And unit's speed greater than full speed, which probably will be considering everyone here has high speed. Focus counterattack, K. And unit's HP is greater than half. That deals 10, and then do the Savage Blow thing. Again, it makes sense for like daggers in general at the time. I like when the game started because I don't know. I just feel like it makes sense with the whole voice was on Matt like when the game came out. So yeah, sure, it's fine. I'm gonna say it's fine. I thought it was gonna be something crazier to this, but it's fine. I think Cat's almost somehow stronger than this. But I think the smoke skill is actually really good if you want to get the dagger effect and then some on any unit really, unless it's like this is restricted somehow. But then again, like Layla is a mage flyer, so it'd be kind of weird if it was restricted. Anyway, let's go see what Silph does. So Silph is the obvious demon in this one, but he does have 80 rank 3, so he does have something valuable. So anyway, what does his his Herald Knife do? Started combat. Oh, okay. So it enables Canto on an inheritable dagger, and he's D mode. Started combat. Foe's HP is greater than 3/4. Attack speed 5 unit in combat. Actually, this is actually pretty good. This is actually pretty good. On my palette, I'm pretty sure I have a trace skill, but let me check. Like, would Pala benefit from this? Oh, I have a snag skill on her. But I also have Pegasus Carrot on her, so... But then, wait, she comes Pegasus Carrot, what am I talking about? And Pegasus Carrot could actually be better due to the whole, like, armor problem that flyers in general have to deal with. So, this is a good skill for Pala, I can give her that. Has a Canto. And Palo right, so that one doesn't have a Canto. So, yeah, I think this is actually pretty good. Okay, I'll give Silph that. That's actually a really good, good inheritable knife, and this is a good 80 rank 3 is pretty good too. We move on. Again, no, looking at the art, because the art's actually all pretty good. So anyway, CT3, don't care. Chill, defense res. Chill, comma, defense res, or chill period defense res. Start turn defense is on folder, enemy team with highest defense is total. And the folder in 2 spaces of folder, next actions. Sure. Gets rid of all the bulky people here. Sure. Okay, I'm running out of time because I gotta do something else like almost immediately after this. So text to catch 40,000, dang, that's pretty good. If we're gonna get the follower for this, there it is. Anyway. Another new version of Canto. Shadowy Quill, after the Texas skill, or so you can return to the space they moved from. Oh, okay. Okay. I get it. That can be used on an inheritable thing with no problem. Honestly. At least this one is easy to understand. Anyway, so your attack was 3 if you need initiate combat in 2 spaces of an ally. Calculate damage, you lower. Oh, interesting. In fact, that did damage. Okay, attack speed 6 during combat, sure. And true damage equal to the greater between units and equal. Wait, what the heck? Total of the greater between units' current bonuses or foe's current penalty to all. I like the idea of that. I like the idea of that. That's a pretty good idea. I like it. Honestly, CFU3 can you change to whatever the heck Cap has, and it'll be better. Sorry, you can't contest Felguard or like new candidates with that. So yeah. Honestly, like this prep is actually a decent idea. So we'll see how it is in practice later, I guess. Anyway, so I'm not looking at the duo skill because I don't have enough time. So let's see if we can figure out who the heck is. Oh, right, I forgot the blue-haired dude. I keep forgetting about that. It was shown in the channel. The Ricard, I think, or Richard, whatever. This blue-haired dude from, from FE3. So sure, I don't really care. Does the in-game notification tell what he has? Because I think the in-game notification also has something crazy here. Let's see here. Give me a second. No, that's just the Tempest Trial banner. Where is the... Oh, no, that's just the Tempest Trial thing. So I don't think does it tell me at all? Oh, here we go. Oh, that's why this encounter was trending on Twitter not long ago. Okay, so Ricard, does it say what he has? No, I don't think so. If there is, then okay, there we go. So your Floor Decaying the Sword, and then has Canto remain +1, Dece, and then Taxi Fighter Combat foes HP's greater than 3/4. Dece. Fire formation and speed defense oath. Neat. Okay, this is actually neat. So anyway, so apparently the seals are attack res ideal and distant counter defense. What is that supposed to mean? I wonder what what that's supposed to mean. Distant counter D. Distant counter D's nuts? Huh. Anyway, decent ideas for new versions of Canto. Guess we'll see on better, greater units. But for right now, I guess we're gonna end off here because I'm in the middle. I'm gonna need to do something else right now. So see you guys later.